Hello, one and all. I don't want to be too controversial here, and I don't want to be controversial for the sake of it, but I can warn you that we have here another one of those rants coming on. I don't know how bad this one will be. So I've been playing a heck of a lot of Fallout, which, when I say a heck of a lot, I mean the only way you can really do these Bethesda games justice is to play them a heck of a lot. You know, the Elder Scrolls type things, same deal, yeah? So, this is the third Fallout game that I've played. From Fallout 3 to New Vegas, obviously. New Vegas screwed me over in a pretty bad way. Forced me to have to restart on a completely different system just from buggy, horrendous problems that forced me out of the game. But Fallout 4, this is it's done so far a combination 2-punch. Now the 1 punch, well, I thought I can recover from. It wasn't so bad, maybe. I'll tell you about the first punch. The second one's really pissed me off. Okay, and that's what's got me now saying F you, Bethesda. Okay, so you know, as a company, maybe this will help you, do you some good to hear me, one of your gamers, tell you about this game. So I'm going to do that now. What's pissed me off about Fallout 4? So the first thing was Far Harbor. Okay, not the setting. I love all the setting. I love all the story. Really accomplished. I love the level design. There's great things to say about this game, and I really, you know, the amount of days that I've poured of my life into this game is testament to actually how much positive there is to actually say about the game, okay? So that's why the negative is so scathing as it is, because of the sheer, you know, love for everything else that we've had. Okay, so in Far Harbor, it gets to one of these points where you have to make a choice, and it sort of locks you out of all of the other things. Okay, so I try playing these games in a way that makes sense to me. I try to make my choices, and you know, game universes, whenever I try to make my choices, they tend to react to me like in a really unexpected way, as if I'm some nutter amongst society, like I'm some autistic person with no understanding whatsoever of societal norms, their society, and they sort of just kick me out of society and do all these things, and I'm left with a result that didn't in any way resemble what I imagined the result would be. It happened to me all the time with Mass Effect, all the time. You know, spoilt my love for Mass Effect, actually. So, with Far Harbor, you know, I was mucking around with these Children of Atom people. Now, I was never ever going to side with them. I was just trying to get quests done with them so that I could sort of like see their gear, get access to their things, and what have you. And it got to the point where I had to make the decision of, you know, bringing the launch key with me, because you could do all these different things. Obviously, bring down the defences at Far Harbor. I want to say, obviously, spoilers here, of course, for Fallout. The nuke launch key. So I had that on me, and I wanted to see sort of what would happen if you stick the key in and do it yourself, or what have you. Get the launch to happen, and you know, you wipe out the nucleus, then you end up with this buff, this 25% damage mitigation buff thing, right? Of all types of damage, and you've basically completed the game and you get the achievement and blah blah blah. Okay, lovely. But if you do what I did, and try and like think it out, not just like say, oh, it's a game, it's a gamey game, and try and actually like be clever, you'll screw yourself up, and you'll end up with no buff, and you're locked out of being able to get that. So this is what I mean, okay? So I've got the key. I give him the key because I'm thinking He says he won't use it, so I'll hand it to him. That's cool, okay? So, alright, I'll give it to him. And I know he doesn't want to use it because I've pre-checked and I've reloaded. Blah, blah, blah. So I give him the key. That's cool. And then I decide, well, actually, the Children of Atom aren't that bad. It's just their chief here, inside the sub, that's a bit nuts. And if he goes, all is good, right? So I tried stealthing while he was in his room at the back praying, popping a little, like, 4 mines down in the way that I know he has to walk back to his throne thing. And, you know, I foxtrot Osgood out of there. Unfortunately, nothing happens. So I go back in and I see he hasn't, you know, died. And the mines haven't been set off. And then I wait there to see what's going to happen, and he just walks over the mines. Now, if that was anyone else in any other settlement, they'd set bloody mines off. Even when you don't want them to, they will. But him, when I want the mine set off, and he's a friendly, yeah, doesn't set it off. I basically wanted, like, him to die out of the picture, but it can't be connected to me, surely. But even if it was, I'm far enough away now, right? Or whatever. So, what do? You know, he's about to do a crazy thing. I think, do you know what? Let's wipe him out. Let's shoot him in the head. So, you know, I take him out. Everyone out then around the nucleus becomes hostile to me. I think that's fine. Okay, we'll just forget the Children of Atom thing. I'll loot his body. I'll take the key back. And I'll just stick it in the thing. And we'll flick it. And we'll set off the nuke. And we'll just get the achievement. And we'll call it done, right? So I loot the body. And lo and behold, it doesn't have the key. It doesn't have the key that I've just given him. Okay? So, then, what? Yeah. So what? So then, I'm locked out of all of that. The nucleus isn't destroyed, but I've killed every single person inside the nucleus, and my character still refers to himself as Children of Atom Patriot. In those choices, the vocal options in other places in the game, like in the Glowing Sea, where the Children of Atom thing are there, and you can say, hey, help me, I'm a child of Atom too, blah, 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 blah. You can still do all that. I've killed everyone in the nucleus, but I'm friendly. I killed everyone. They're all dead. I'm your friend. You want to be dead? That's basically the logic of this, you know? This is where we're not playing like an immersive game anymore. We're just fucking around with puppets. So, the problem is that I'm locked out of that ending and the buff, and then, you see, my only other option then was to bring down Far Harbour's defences. So I thought, do you know what? I don't want to hurt Far Harbour, but I want that buff now. I want that buff. So F you, Far Harbour, you're gonna get it. So, I go in there with old Longfellow, the companion from Far Harbour. We walk in there. We go down into the thing and switch the thing. And we do that. And what happens? Well, I switch the defences off. Longfellow turns on me. I kill him. Oh, crap. There's that. Fine. Okay. Understandable. I go back to Far Harbour. And it's all ruin. And the monsters are all over the place. And there's no, like, completion of that, because it says failed on the do something or other bit stage of it, failed, which is kind of locked that one out of completing. So nothing can complete, and Far Harbour can't continue. I've locked myself out of all of the quest ting, and this is on PS4, by the way, so I don't have any handy coding thing I can do here. Yes, I can't pop tab and put something in like, save my ass! Like that sort of thing. It's not going to happen. So, yeah. How about that, hey? Yeah. So, yeah. Locked out of Far Harbour. Now, That's the less annoying one. This is the one that's really pissed me off, and this is the main game. After going to Far Harbour, I then went back and decided to push on into the main game. Now, as is my prerogative, I chose a side. And the side I chose was Brotherhood of Steel. Why? Because even though they have that one dick that keeps putting me down in the police station, the one that you do all the kill missions for, they've got that one dick, and I'm going to have him. I will have him at some point, okay? That's, But, even though they have that, they got so much cool shit, haven't they? They got the Pridwin, and you go up there and it's got all the stuff. They've got the vertibirds, and they give you the grenades to call them, and you've got the minigun usage, and just wicked cool stuff. They look cool, and they got the power armor, and they're a militant army ready to fight back the tide of nastiness that could boil over and destroy the Commonwealth. They're just very cool and fun. Okay, so I decided, I don't necessarily hate the Institute, but I'm going to have to make them hate me because I'm going to have to choose a side. And of course, I'm pro-Minutemen as well. So, I'm the general and really happy with all of that. And, Minutemen all the way. So, I was looking for a Minutemen Brotherhood of Steel allegiance pushed together. So, I was enjoying getting Prime Robot already. And, got the nukes all recovered for that. And then as part of the getting the nukes recovered for that, Paladin Dance suddenly says, oh, I have to stay behind. I have to stay bloody behind. And then it turns out that some file things that I got have let the Brotherhood of Steel find out that Paladin Dance is, in fact, spoiler, a synth. Yes, Paladin Dance is a synth. And, well, Elder Maxwell's like, oh, you have to now kill him. Slay him. And I'm like, I can't do that. He's saying, you'll follow that as an order. You'll do it. What a sick asshole getting me to do it for starters, right? That's the first thing. Now, I decide, well, I'll work it out. But, I want a promotion in the Brotherhood of Steel. And if he wants to die, then it will make it easier. Maybe take him out. But I don't really want to lose him because he's my favourite companion. He's Buzz Lightyear. He looks like Buzz Lightyear. He sounds like Buzz Lightyear. He's Buzz. We're Buzz and Woody. Yeah? I'm in Cowboy Town, woodying the place up, and he's buzzing about. Okay? Brilliant. Dog meat is the... I'm just waiting for him to have a spring in the middle of his body, so, connect the two parts like that. Yeah. So, anyway... Oh, God. Gunners are the little green army men. Anyway... Right, that was a mission to do, Go hunt him down, find him at the Echo base, and that was cool. Okay, I'll do that. I'll get to that. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Get on with that. Okay, oh, wait, missions just come up. Really important, by the way. Yeah, the castle, the Minutemen's base? That's your base? Yeah, that's under attack from the Institute. Yeah, that's right. I had the return to the Institute so you could be kicked out quest previous, which I put off. My thinking being, I'm going to speak to Sturgis and I'm going to speak to these other people about working out how I can hurt the Institute. And then when I do have to go in, because the quest's going to have me get back into the Institute and at least use the teleporter once, I can then be in there and have them from the inside once the Minutemen have a plan to take them. But, of course, it's locked that quest out anyway. The go back and get kicked out by the Institute. So I'm now kicked out and haven't even been spoken to be told I'm kicked out. It's disappeared. So that's cool. But here's the really pissy bit. So the castle's under attack from the Institute. And it's about to be, sort of thing. Now, it's a hurry. They're coming. They're going to set it off. Quick. Get back to the castle and defend it. Okay? And, I did explain before that Minutemen is kind of my other big priority. I'm looking at Brotherhood of Steel and Minutemen and boo. Okay? Brotherhood of Steel are the Buzz and the Minutemen are the Woody. It's the Buzz Woody. What would they be without each other? So, you've got a friend. So, anyway. We don't have much of a friend anymore. And, suddenly two like things that I'm thinking, oh, okay, these two quests, I need to really do them both. Which one do I do? Yeah, which one do I do? I mean, Dance is waiting there. He's hiding out. I've been told to go kill him. So that will probably isn't as time sensitive as a bunch of synths heading for the castle now. Yeah? Heading for the castle now. Everyone's going to die. Probably ought to deal with that first. But of course you get there and it only sets off when you actually speak to the person. So you've got all the time in the world actually. They're not really bloody coming. It's false worry. Unless I'd have waited for however long and then it might have locked itself out. I don't know what the twat of a game might have tried to do to me. But from the way the saves worked out, I'm not actually able to go backwards and actually fix any of this, by the way. Just how it worked out. But this is what happened. So I decided, you know, I'll just save the castle now. Save the Minutemen thing now. And then we will go straight in and you know, sort out Buzz Lightyear. So, you know, they do this feeble attack. And I've got so much defences and great things in place. And you know, I'm just standing up there with a rocket launcher and a fat man. I'm switching between them and just hammering these courses as they're trying to head in. And it's, you know, it's a lot of fun. Of course, some of our guys get splash damage because they're so stupid that they wander out. That they're wandering out and engaging the synths, not falling back to the castle, you know, the defended structure. They decide, yeah, we'll sally forth. We'll sally forth. You know, we're the provision guys. We'll sally forth. Out there, yeah, that's fine. You know, there's a synth army coming. Run at them. That's fine. You know, the walls are over there, but I don't need walls. I've got a Brahmin, a pack bro. Dear. The Brahmin was lying on it. Arse. Oh, okay. So, you know, I can't see them from all that distance away. I don't know they're out there. But a little bit of splash. That's maybe cook the Brahmin just a little bit. And the provisioner's like, wait a minute. Do I smell beef? That's beef. That bastard up there is just cooking us. Wait a minute, do I smell provisioner? You know, just a little bit of splash damage, just a little bit of splash damage. He's like, wait a minute. My right ear's burning. Is someone firing a rocket near me? So, yeah. You know, they're all off in the distance, try to wipe them out. It's the tactical thing to do. Get rid of them, right? So, yeah, maybe I've hurt one of them or whatever. And then there's the stupid collision detection on the Molotovs. Don't even get me started on the... Well, I've started myself now. Well, too late, everybody. You know, you try to throw that into thin air and somehow it still explodes off on like an invisible surface and sets things on fire in front of you. So then you are hurting the people standing up on the wall. So you have the provisioner turning on you and everyone's red. And then you're hurting them with the Molotovs anyway. And they're all like turning on you. And you're like, I haven't done anything. You know, you're stupid enough that you're out there. This lot shouldn't know that I've hurt you because I can't even see you. So just because you've turned on me, they shouldn't all be red. But they're all like, yeah, we hate you now. But the Minutemen aren't red. It's just like the people that I've attracted to the castle using the radio thing. They've all like turned on me and that's nice. That's lovely. And I'm firing the flare gun up in the battle to see if I can like bring more Minutemen for lols. If it's going to work. I don't know if it worked. Or what have you. But hey, you know, that whole battle takes place. We kill off all of the synth attackers. I'm left having to fight the residents of the castle, the non-Minutemen residents. They're all shooting me. I put my gun away. I'm like, I'm the fucking general. I've come back here to save you from them. If I hadn't have been here, you would have all died. And they're all shooting me. They're all shooting. And the Minutemen... Do you know what they're doing? They're watching them shoot their general and do nothing about it. They're watching. So, I have to then slaughter all of those that are attacking me. Because they're all like hostile to me and they won't stop. So I slaughter them all so I can have a bit of peace and quiet as it always ends up happening in all these games I play. I just want a bit of peace and quiet to think. You keep it on and on and on and on and on like that, and I have to go kill everyone. And then I can stop and assess the situation and say, right, where do I want to go next? I'm just a tourist. I'm just a fucking murder hobo tourist, okay? And, I can't think. And now you're all dead, so I can think. So, it was like that. Finished that castle thing anyway, and as soon as I did, the go rescue Buzz Lightyear or go kill Buzz Lightyear quest failed. Why? Why did that fail? Was that the what? And I checked into it, and that quest of sorting out Paladin Dance there would have led to the next step of Prime and sort of setting all that up that I've already done all the legwork for to set up. So I wanted to get Prime going, That's a great big robot. Brotherhood of Steel are cool. But guess what? I'm locked out of that, it seems now. I can't get the quest because, suddenly, I don't know what's happened. So I go up to the airship, I go speak to Elder Maxon, and he's like, sorry, I've got too much on my mind at the moment, I can't talk to you. And I'm like, what? You gave me an order, what's happened? Talk to me, man. He's saying nothing. I go downstairs, I try speaking to Captain Kells. He's like, hey, I've got a mission for you. I want you to go kill that super mutant, Virgil. Remember him? I'm like, no, he's human now, he's cool. He's like, oh, okay, persuasion attempt successful. Right, okay, well, I'll give you some other missions now. You can go teach some younglings and blah, 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 blah. And that's not the quest to do with bloody getting a giant robot walking with nuclear armaments. It's nothing to do with that, is it? So he's still saying, oh, yeah, you're brilliant, Kells is like, you're brilliant, I don't hand out these accolades easily like I've done to you here, but you're the man. Now Maxon, he doesn't want to say anything to me because what's actually happened here? Because I quickly travel to the place, even though the quest is finished, and I go down in the elevator and check it out, and it turns out that he's just there dead. And I check his holotape to find out, Buzz Lightyear's dead. Maybe he's shot himself. I don't know. Or maybe Maxon has gone there because he was supposed to follow you. I read that it was going to happen, and then because he didn't trust that I would finish the job or something, so maybe he did it or whatever. So why doesn't Maxon just sort of why doesn't the Elder just say to me, hey, you didn't do it. Why is he giving me the silent treatment? Why is he being so passive aggressive to me? He's locking me out of everything. Cal still thinks I'm on side. They still want me to do their work for their young guys, right? It's getting to that point where I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to start killing all of you as well. I'm going to kill everything. So I'm now locked out of that as well. Now I found out that the next quest would have been to go and basically murder all of the railroad people, which I don't have access to now because I can't do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the railroad and I'm going to murderify all the railroad people anyway, even though it hasn't been given as a quest, because it's what they would have wanted me to do. And I'm going to see if it's smart enough to jumpstart it back and say, oh, wow. Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, wow. I think we'll let you back into the circle now, Jeffrey, because, you are still quite useful as an asset after all, It's probably not going to do that, is it? It's probably not going to do that, and I'm just going to kill the world. Kill the world. I'll probably end up killing the Minutemen. Something will happen. Something will probably happen, and it'll just be me. I'll be the last person left alive on the planet, and then I'll do something, and the planet will die as well. The stupid fucking collision detection. I'll have some nuclear grenade, and I'll try to throw it, and it will blow up in thin air in front of my face, and the world will crack open, and that will be the end of Fallout Story, And that is truly how it ends. If I am the hero. So, that's the plan going forward. That's what's going on. I hope that my misery has entertained you, and if it has, then wow. And I'll see you at the next one.